Welcome to the future. This is the AI Legal Assistant platform, a next generation web based application that you can log in from anywhere. You can either click on integrations and pull in all of your documents from one of your existing applications, or if we're on the homepage, you can upload documents. Let's go to the homepage and upload some documents. First thing that we're going to do is create a folder. Give the folder a name. Let's go into the folder. Then let's upload some documents. We can upload a range of different document types. Notice that we've got all of the text-based documents over here, including text-based PDF. And you can also upload images and we will convert them into text so the AI can work on them for you. Over here in the middle box, we have scanned PDF. If someone's had paper documents and scanned them, we will automatically convert them into readable PDF and keep all the formatting. And over in the right-hand box, you can upload MP3 audio or MP4 video files and we will transcribe them. If you have recorded client meetings, board meetings, witness statements, or anything else, upload them to have them transcribed automatically, then have the AI work on them for you. So let's just go ahead and upload all these at once. Once those files are uploaded, you can click into any of them. Let's have a look at the image we uploaded. See, perfect. All right, let's go into our document now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to review a document. You'll notice you've got review, you've got actions, and you've got tasks. And by the way, you've got human support down here on this little blue bubble if any time you get stuck. So we click on review, and then you've got a number of different options here that you choose from. So let's look at missing clauses and then hit go. So what that's going to do now, it's going to read through the whole document and find any clauses in the document which it thinks should be in the document which it hasn't found within that document. All right, we have our response back now, and you can see that it's found a number of different items. We can filter the items by clicking on the filter here, and you'll see we've got high, medium, and low impact. You can see that it's picked up that there's no force majeure clause. If you click on the tile, it will take you to the section in the document where it suggests that you should put the clause. We can then go write it, and the AI will write the clause into the document for us based on what it's suggesting. Let's click on track changes so we can see where it drafts the clause. And there you go. You can see that we've got our clause here. If you don't want the AI to write your clauses for you, that's fine if you've got some already saved. Then you can simply even click the insert text here and then click insert. You can see that it's inserted in there, all with the perfect formatting. You've also got make a task. So if I click that, you'll notice task is created. You'll be able to assign it to other team members to do. So depending on how you work as a team, you can do that. You can delete it. You can tick it off. And you've got filters here to see the different tasks you've got. The other thing that's important to note is this little star here. So the star will allow you to rate the response and give your comment. If you submit that, that will help us to improve the system. The AI is not being trained on your documents, but what that will do is for human review, we can look at things that are not giving back the best outcome for you. Let's do another review. This time, let's review for points to negotiate. Let's say, for example, that I'm representing Edgemaster Trading here. We just go, I'm representing Edgemaster Trading, and then we click Analyze. What it's going to do, it's going to walk through with the view of this particular entity and see what we should negotiate on their behalf. You can see that the AI believes 12% interest is high, so we should negotiate for a lower rate, and that we should negotiate for a 360-day year for calculation purposes, which would further reduce the interest paid. If we want to add a comment to the document, simply click on the comment button on the tile. And if you wanted to add all suggestions as comments, click the bulk comment button under the Analyze button, and all comments will be added instantly. Okay, so you can see these here. I won't spend too much time reading through them all, but what I will say is that down the bottom here, it will also draft an email for you, which you can copy by clicking the copy and paste it in an email. Comparing against precedent can be tedious, especially when the structure of a document is different. Sorry to say those days are over. We make comparing against precedent easier than a Sunday morning nap. You can work on multiple documents at once by going up the top to multi-doc and selecting multiple documents. Now you can compare, discuss, or draft with multiple documents. Let's click on Compare Precedent and take a look at these documents here. My precedent is this one, so let's just switch it. It doesn't matter if you are comparing to a previous version of a document or to another document of the same type with a completely different structure. Now, you'll notice that you can select from various options: legislation check, additional clauses, general comparison, unfavorable terms, and missing clauses. Let's select missing clauses and additional clauses, then click Analyze. Now you can click to add comments or have the AI draft the clauses into the precedent or other document. This can save hours when updating your precedent as it seamlessly inserts the necessary clause into the document. You can build out your knowledge bank to use later or share with others. Save special clauses, definitions, playbooks, checklists, or full document template. Let's just highlight this here. Right-click, Save Template, and then we save it to clauses. Next time we want to use it, we simply go Insert Provision of Services, Done. So you can quickly build out your library of template and clauses, definitions, or any other text that you would like. If you have saved your playbooks in the knowledge bank, they come in handy when you want to do a custom review, or any other review for that matter. When you are doing a review, click on Advanced, then click on the Insert button, find your playbook, click Insert into Advanced sidebar, and the AI will now review with special focus on your checklist. Note you can create dedicated groups to share knowledge with. In your organization, you simply go up to Team and then click on Groups. You can create different groups to share different types of information with. Then when you go to save a template, you'll have the option to choose which groups that knowledge gets shared with. Simply select the groups and then click on Save. And up here, you've got Search Documents. So I can search any of my other documents. I can click a tab and instantly I've got my other documents. So if you work on multiple documents at the same time, it's very easy to find your other documents. Actions is really useful for working with audio, video, or any other file types. Items such as client meeting recordings, witness statements, board meetings, or anything else you might want to transcribe. I'm just going to create a new document. Simply click Import, then upload audio, and you'll immediately receive your transcript with high accuracy and each speaker noted. Now we can click on Actions and do a range of things. Create a chronology, create a document index. Have the AI extract all tasks based on what is mentioned in the document or transcript so you can instantly assign them. Create high-definition document summaries, draft an email, prepare meeting minutes, or just summarize it. Before showing you the actions, I'll go down to Discuss and ask it to extract information from this witness transcript. For example, please get me the description of the perpetrator. You can see how it enables us to go through hours of transcripts to find the information we're looking for instantly. Many clients have told us just this feature alone saves them countless hours a week. If you scroll down, it will also prompt you with other questions to ask, like, were there any security cameras around the store that might have captured additional footage of the perpetrator? Let's come back to discuss a little bit later. For now, let's hop into actions. First, I'm going to upload another video recording of an online meeting. Once that's uploaded, then I'm going to go over to Actions. And I'm going to click on Meeting Minutes and then click Start. I can delete this. And now that I have my detailed meeting minutes back, I simply click on Insert, or I can click Copy to Clipboard. Note that it's picked up on the speaker names for each speaker that was in there, even though these were not explicitly stated in the transcript. The other thing you can do is create tasks. If I click on Create Tasks and then Run, it will go and extract all of the things out of the conversation that it believes are tasks and then create a task list for you. You don't even need to say explicitly in the meeting that this is a task. It will just infer the elements of the conversation that it believes are a task and create a list for you. It's just created 22 tasks from a transcript in about 30 seconds. You'll be able to see all of the tasks here that are attached to this document. You'll also be able to see all of the tasks in our Global Task Manager, where you can assign them across the team very quickly. You can assign them to groups of people or assign them to individuals. You can set due dates, including completion times. You can upload files. You can comment on the tasks and many other things. You can also use the AI to create task lists from any document, whether it be a commercial transaction and you need a task list for completion. The AI will create the tasks from that contract instantly and allow you to keep the rest of the team accountable. If you're tired of trawling through lots of documents to create chronologies, we have an amazing solution for you. Simply upload all of your documents to a folder. Then click on Create a New File and go into that document. Then once you're inside that file, we want to click on Multi-Doc. Then select on all of the documents that we would like to create the chronology from. Then we click on Actions and just select Chronologies. Then click on Start Chronology Analysis. That's going to go and analyze every document individually and then put all of the information into the correct chronological order and reference all of the documents where it pulled the information from. All right, we've got our chronology back. If we scroll down a bit, you'll see View Full Chronology. Click on View Full Chronology to see a preview. Let's close that and then click on Insert to add the chronology into the main editor. As you can see, that's just inserted 666 page of chronology timeline in the document, including the date and time, the event and location, the entities involved, the source reference, and any outcome or follow-up as a result of that event. Now you can simply go up to File, Export DocX, or Print as a PDF. We can also click on Show Document Links. This will include the links to the original documents within the system so you can cite the events in the documents. Now that we have created the chronology, we could share the whole data room with our colleagues or another party. Simply go back to the folder, click on Share, click Allow Public Sharing, click Generate Link. Name who you are sharing with, then choose to allow them to view all documents, comment on them, or edit them with track changes. Lastly, set a password and click Create. There you have it. We just created a chronology from 407 documents with over 2,500 pages and shared it in less than 5 minutes. I don't need to tell you how long that would normally take. Switching between applications to find information when you just need a quick answer is painful. We make it easy by giving you access to all publicly available legal information right from your dashboard. No more waiting for a paralegal to come back to you with information or wasting time trawling through multiple databases. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll notice you've got 2 chats, Research and Discuss. Research is for researching externally across the entire Australian legal landscape, and we'll come back to discuss later. Let's create a new chat. We can either type in our request or dictate our query. For example, let's dictate, how does family law value a minority unit holding in a unit trust? We have got our response back. Notice it's got links to the citations. You'll also notice down the bottom there are related questions that you can click on, allowing you to ask the next question with one click. At any point, you can click the Insert Text button, which will insert your results into the editor. This lets you work with the information, such as creating a precedent, drafting a letter of advice, providing information to a client, or any other task. To create a new themed chat, just click on the New Chat button. Let's ask it about a specific matter. And you can also ask it to find decisions or legislation related to the matter you are working on. Amelia, your discussion assistant, is your all-round helper for working with documents, transcripts, letters, emails, or any other information. Let's ask it to do something. Again, you can type or dictate. Please read through the document, assess all the risks, and then bullet point all of the risks. Afterward, write an email to my assistant asking them to look into it. Here we go. Discuss is very different from your research assistant. While research is looking at all external information, Discuss only works on your documents. You can simply copy that and paste it into an email and send it. Just click the copy button. Let's say we are representing the seller. I could simply say, I am representing the seller. Please give me a list of all their obligations under the warranties and draft an email to my client letting them know these are their obligations. Actually, can you take all of the warranties and put them into a table for me? I'd like 3 columns. The warranty in the first column. The person responsible for the warranty in the second column. Your opinion about the warranty from the perspective of the seller in the third column. We can click to expand the chat and see the email to the client. Below, we can see our table of warranties. If we had a blank document, we could simply insert that table into the document. For now, I am just going to insert the table in this document so that you can see what it looks like. All right, so let's have a look at how you would use it for litigation. So here we have a fictitious case that has multiple different parties, many of them doing the wrong thing. Let's ask the Discuss about trespassing. Okay, let's see what it's come back with. It's come back with the potential charges. It's come back with the potential likelihood of success. So what happens if we ask it for a chronological order and sequence of events, drafted as a factual chronology for a court case? Now, obviously, you don't know everything that was in the story, but it's pulled all of the information out of the story and put it into a timeline, even though the times and the dates were not inside the document. Note you have your suggested questions that are generated by the AI to help prompt your thoughts at the bottom of each answer. Now let's ask it to prepare the observations to council so that I can submit them. Of course, it's not going to get it a 100% correct every time, but it's going to do the vast majority of work for you, and you can edit and check the facts yourself. Most people say that the biggest problem is just getting started with some of these documents. Legal issue observation, right? So you can see it's done a pretty good job at a first pass. We will now ask it to draft a statement of claim for Lachlan, one of the parties involved. See, it's even picked up that Lachlan's surname is not within the document. All right, how long would it take to do a first draft of all of those things? It literally took us a couple minutes. Okay, let's look at this here with the drafting functionality. So if I right click, you'll notice I've got AI features. I've got insert or save template, dictate to document, and other basic things that you find in an editor. So if I want to talk to the AI again, I can. I'm not a tax expert. Can you please tell me more about this? And so here it gives me my summary, right? I can either replace the section. Obviously, I wouldn't replace it because I just asked it for information. I could insert it below. I can continue writing. I can copy, or I can try it again if I didn't like the response. So let's give you another example of this. So we could make this shorter. We can make it longer. We could simplify the language on it. We could make the language more complex. Let's just do that for fun. And a whole range of other things with a simple one click. You can expand on that. You can draft definitions from a single word. So if you read that, you probably agree that it's a lot more complicated than it was before. Again, I can just click the replace button and it will replace the old clause with my new one. If you would like to amend clauses that are already there or add to them, you can simply say, I want you to add additional clauses, one for a 30-day notice period after settlement, and I'd also like you to add in a 4-year maximum claim period. I can then just insert below and the new clauses will be added to my document. The other way that you can add clauses is simply by dictating directly into the document. So for example here, if we wanted to add a clause 10.1c, or what you can do is do a rough draft by dictating and then have the AI clean it up, just click on talk to text. The buyer has up to 30 days to notify the warrantor after becoming aware of any potential claim. Rewrite this clause to be more robust. You can see that we've got our more robust clause back here, and then all we do is simply click on replace section. In the situation where you don't have a precedent document, you can have the AI draft a full document for you from scratch. All you need to do is tell it the document that you want and also give it the particulars that should be in the document. You could do this a number of different ways. One way is to take a questionnaire and share it with a client. So you come up to the top and click share, then click generate a new link. This will create a shareable link which you can send to outside parties. You could send it to the client. You can allow them to edit or fill in the document. We track all changes. You can set a password so the link is secure and no one else can access it. You create the link, send it to the client, they fill it out, you come into work next morning, and then have the AI draft the full document based on the information that's there. Another way that you could do it is to put in the particulars from another source or dictate the details to the document. For this example, I've prepared some particulars and all I would type into the document is joint venture agreement. I will paste in some basic particulars that I just made up. I then highlight that text, right-click, then select AI features. Select document outline. The AI will now go and draft a detailed document outline. So we've got our document outline back. If we wanted to edit this, we'd simply click on the edit button. We could change this, change some of the details, add more details if we wanted to. Let's just make this a 65-35 split. And we can then simply click on draft full document. That will now go away and draft the full joint venture agreement from scratch using the particulars that we gave it without you giving it any instruction. So there we have it. It's just drafted a 27-page joint venture agreement from scratch in under 5 minutes with minimal input. Now that you've used the drafting AI to draft the document, you could use the review AI to review the document to make sure that it is completely up to scratch. In situations where you need to work with multiple documents at once, you can easily do that by clicking on Multi-Doc at the top. This will enable you to work with up to 2,000 pages at once. Just select the documents or even folders of documents that you would like to work with, then all other functionality is transformed into multi-doc mode. This includes the powerful multi-review function so you can review and compare multiple documents against each other. Multi-action so you can complete multiple pieces of work simultaneously. Multi-drafting so you can draft letters, affidavits, full documents, or anything else using multiple documents. And let's not forget multi-discuss so you can discuss all documents at once, extract information from all simultaneously, then draft replies. The possibilities are endless. Let's do a quick example. We'll select this share purchase agreement, this binding financial agreement, and maybe this other document here. Now, the discuss feature is able to see all three documents. Let's ask it, I want you to extract all of the parties' details from these documents and give them to me in a table format. By the way, over here, you've got your saved requests. You can save any of these at any point in time. This is helpful if you have regular requests, as it creates a library that allows you to instantly use one click to have the AI return responses. This saves you from typing out similar requests repeatedly. Now we've got our response back. Let's just insert it into the document. You'll see that the AI provides the document name, the party details, and it does so very quickly. This feature is incredibly useful when drafting a letter of advice or compiling information efficiently. Next, let's see if we can draft a letter of advice in less than 5 minutes. Okay, so the first thing you do is go into your precedent, clone it, move it to the folder that you're working on, go into the folder, open the letterhead, and now what we're going to do is click on Multi-Doc. We're going to select the document that we'd like to review. Let's just unclick those. Let's review for non-standard clauses and points to negotiate. We can enter in who we are representing so the AI knows from which perspective it should review the document. Click Analyze. While we're waiting for that to run, we're also going to do a full detailed document summary. Just click on Detailed Document Summary. So now we can insert our document summary by simply clicking on the insert icon at the bottom of the response. Now let's look at our non-standard clauses and our points to negotiate. You'll notice that they are ranked in order of importance. You can select on the filter for either medium impact, high impact, or low impact. The first thing that I suggest you do is go through and skim read over these and knock any of these out that you don't want to include in your letter of advice. Once we've gone through and reviewed all of these, we click on bulk copy and paste all the remaining items over here to the main editor. Now we're going to highlight this and we're going to draft our advice. We right click, go AI features. We click on the microphone so that we can talk to it. I want you to take all these clauses exactly as they are, and I want you to draft a letter of advice to my client, including a detailed explanation as to why we should amend the clauses and the impact they would have if we did not amend them. Just click stop to end dictating. You can see that we've got our outline here. We've got our recommendations, we've got our explanations, and we've got our impact if not amended. We can simply click insert below, or we can replace the section. All right, so as you can see, in a very short period of time, we've got our summary. If we wanted to edit our summary, we can go through highlight text, ask the AI to explain this, get our response, and then click insert it below. You can also quickly add your own commentary by talking directly into the document. Simply right-click, then click Dictate and start speaking. This means that you are indemnifying the buyer in the case that you have any outstanding tax liabilities, the buyer is not left liable for them. Click Stop, and there you go. We've reviewed the client's share sale agreement, drafted our outline of letter of advice, including a summary of the document and the advice. Now, of course, you need to go through it and put your own expertise into it. How long would it normally take to get this far? We have done all of this in less than 5 minutes. Once you are done editing it, you can simply go up to File and click Export it. By now, if you're not impressed, you must have a PhD in skepticism. But hey, no hard feelings. I'm just an artificially intelligent narrator here to dazzle you with this demo.